Welcome to Bürkert Bytes. My name is Chris Hoey. Digitisation is drastically transforming the automation world, as well as creating a lot of opportunity. In this series of videos, we take you through the best practice for digital connectivity in process automation. We hope you enjoy. Welcome to the digital connectivity series on hazardous locations. So just because you have a hazardous location doesn't mean you can't use networks to connect all your devices in the field. So there's a number of different systems available that you can use. What we're showcasing here is a couple of different ones for both Zone 1 and Zone 2 applications. Zone 2 is obviously the lesser application. There's a number of different products where we can mount complete valve network and I/O systems into the Zone 2 applications. So if you have a more centralized or distributed network, then we'd recommend a block like this. This block, we've got it on Profibus, but it could be on Profinet, Ethernet IP, Modbus TCP, even EtherCAT, whatever. And we're incorporating both valves, and of course we can have inputs, outputs, and whatever, all mounted directly in an enclosure in a Zone 2 application. So just to give you an example, we can operate a valve down here directly from that area, and that valve could be in a Zone 1 application, and we just pipe maybe between the two different zones. But if we wanted to have feedbacks, of course, we're going to use a NMR feedback, and that's going to need to come back through a barrier. But that doesn't need to be hardwired either. On this network, we can actually run on this same Profibus, we run through the system, and we then link into IEC-EX approved barriers. So in other words, we can run this feedback all the way back here, and we can see the valve position operating here. Let's just operate that valve and you'll see how it all directly integrates into the Siemens system. So not only do you see it operate, but you can also see the feedback change there as well. You can also use this system to mount your valves directly in the field, in the Zone 1 area. So Bürkert has a range of intrinsically safe valves which can mount directly through these barriers, so they can go onto that same network. And these valves can be mounted directly inside that area, and of course along with the valves that they're operating. So if you had a distributed or centralized system, this is the most ideal way of connecting in a Zone 2 area and then taking your devices into a Zone 1 area. If your whole application is in the Zone 2 area, Bürkert also manufactures a lot of control tops of different sizes and types that are already IEC-EX Zone 2 certified. So in other words, if your valves and everything are all in the Zone 2 area, then you can use our control tops which incorporate both valves and feedbacks and have a very simple and low-cost digital technology installation. And they can be connected on several different networks as well. If you then have the need to mount all of your devices directly in the Class 1 Zone 1 area, we have another solution for you as well. We've continued this on the Profibus network, and this one is specific to Profibus. And this is where we take the Profibus and we put it through an RS-485 intrinsically safe coupler. Consider this as a barrier for the Profibus RS-485. So we go in with a standard Profibus and we come out with a intrinsically safe Profibus that can run directly to Class 1 Zone 1 in the field. For this application, what we've done is we've integrated the Bürkert valve islands with the Siemens ET200 ISP. So this is full IEC-EX certified for installing in a Zone 1 area. So this incorporates whatever inputs and outputs you want, digital in, digital out, analog in, analog out, and of course valves. So you can put that directly into a increased safety enclosure in the Zone 1 area. I'm going to hand over now to Nelson, who's going to take you through the integration of this system into the TIA portal.
Thanks, Chris. We're going to take a look at the Bürkert 8650 and how this is configured in Siemens TIA portal. First of all, we need to go to the Bürkert website and download the GSD files for 8650. I've searched 8650 and go to my GSD file download, which is downloaded into this folder, and you can see when I open this zip file, it simply takes me to a link to the Siemens website. When I'm on the Siemens website link, in this case I'm going to download the files for DPV1 and download those into my download folder, which gives me the GSD files that I'll need to import into the project. I've already done that in this example, and it's important to note here that the default ET200 ISP module that's in distributed I/O doesn't contain the required Bürkert modules that we need to insert into our project. When we insert the GSD file that we downloaded from the website, they're actually shown under other field devices, Profibus DP, Siemens AG, and this one here, which is ET200 ISP Stage 3. This particular module rack, which I've inserted, contains the special Bürkert modules that can be simply added to our rack here and downloaded into the device. So I've done that in this example already, and I'm going to go online into my watch table that I've created, and I'm just going to simply activate a valve and modify that to true and turn that on. Back to you, Chris.
Thanks, Nelson. So, products that we have available for installation in hazardous areas are, of course, as we've shown here, valve and I/O manifolds, the complete Zone 1 solution, plus we have a range of intrinsically safe and also encapsulated valves and explosion-proof valves to mount directly in the field, as well as all the different accessories that you may need. So for any hazardous area application you may have, Bürkert's got a solution for you. So I hope you enjoyed this short video. Yeah, the one most important thing is that in a hazardous area doesn't mean you have to go back to old style installation. You can still use digital connectivity. Thank you.